Hey everyone, welcome to episode 34 of Unboxing Wednesdays for books arriving in stores on June 22nd, 2011. Big news this week, we passed 500 subs! Yay! Thank you all for subscribing and continuing to watch our antics. Do we have a special guest this week at all? No, it's just me and Rob again. We were actually thinking of having Clive back on. We'd drawn up paperwork and we were about to get him to sign a 26 episode deal. We've kind of put that on the back burner for now after seeing the reaction from last week's episode. So we'll talk more about that later, but Clive's a great guy and hopefully we'll have him back on soon. Alright Rob, open up some boxes. Here's a Sucker Punch t-shirt. I still haven't seen the movie. Stewie and Brian as Batman and Robin. A new Green Lantern shirt, and if you look really closely, it features the Green Lantern oath. And this is a cool Green Lantern silhouette shirt. Here's a brand new Thundercats shirt. The new television series is coming out soon, so I'm sure you'll see a lot of new shirts and merchandise. I know the action figures are expected in stores soon as well. Today in comics is all about the death of Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe. But we'll get to the actual death of Spider-Man comic a little bit later. For now, I'm going to show you, released in hardcover today, and smartly, might I add, by Marvel, is the first volume of the collected Death of Spider-Man event. This is the prelude, and there are two covers for it. Here's the first cover, and the second cover. This new hardcover collects the whole Age of X storyline. Marvel has seen fit to release a new deluxe Volume 1 of the Deadpool series. This collects issues 1 to 12 of Deadpool, and his crossover with Thunderbolts, issues 130 to 131. Here's another new X-Men hardcover. This is With Great Power. Now available in softcover, X-Men Second Coming. From DC, we've got the Red Hood miniseries, the Metalocalypse hardcover, and we have the complete first volume of Executive Assistant Iris. From IDW comes Infestation Outbreak. Yes, Infestation is still happening and going on, much to everyone's surprise. There was such promise for the Infestation series when it was announced, and it just kind of fell flat. That was unfortunate to see. DMZ issue 66, Fables issue 106, Vampirella issue 7, Suicide Girls issue 3. I hate seeing that. That makes me cringe. I don't know why people do this. What if that gets caught on something? Hack Slash issue 5, and from the popular web series The Guild by Felicia Day, we have this Blades one-shot. Conan Road of Kings issue 6, Red Sonja issue 4. We've got two G.I. Joe books covering the Cobra Civil War. This is Cobra issue 2 and Snake Eyes issue 2. From the DC side, we've got Young Justice issue 5. Here is a second printing of Booster Gold issue 44, which was a Flashpoint tie-in. When did you ever in your lifetime think you would see a second printing of Booster Gold? The aftermath of Brightest Day starts right here. This is the first of 3 issues of The Search for Swamp Thing. And here is the Swamp Thing #1 variant cover by J.G. Jones. Green Arrow issue 13. Justice League of America issue 58. Here is JLA 58's variant cover. Batman claims The Outsiders as his own just in time for the last issue. This is the final issue of The Outsiders. It's issue number 40. Batman Gates of Gotham issue 2 of 5. The Gates of Gotham takes a look into the secret history of Gotham City. Here's Superman issue 712. The interesting thing about this issue is that the story inside actually takes place after Infinite Crisis, where Connor Kent, aka Superboy, is dead. I guess they needed some filler content in the period between now and the relaunch, and they decided that this issue that never saw the light of day back then is now being published. I think it's a good thing for me personally because I'm a huge fan of crypto and I was kind of disappointed when this story didn't get published. But now that it's seen the light of day, this is one I'm definitely going to pick up today. Here's the variant for Superman 712. Action Comics 902 continues the reign of Doomsday and features the art of Kenneth Rocafort. And here's the variant cover. Now from the cover of Zatanna issue 14, I can surmise that she's entered the world of Harry Potter and is reading a book in the forbidden section of the Hogwarts library. The book starts to glow and then a bunch of tentacle arms come out from behind her, and we know what happens when tentacle arms and pretty women get mixed together. Where's Clive when you need him? Clive would do a really good job at describing this story. Okay, now we have DC's Flashpoint tie-ins for the week. The first is Reverse Flash #1. This will be a good issue. We'll get to find out what exactly Reverse Flash has done to create this mess in the world of Flashpoint. The Outsider issue 1 of 3 comes with this. Flashpoint pin. Lois Lane and the Resistance, issue 1 of 3, comes with this Flashpoint pin. And Kid Flash, issue 1 of 3, comes with this Flashpoint pin. Apparently Bart Allen is one of the only people other than Barry that knows what's happened with the time stream. A couple interesting points about DC books lately that we wanted to point out to people. There's been a lot of talk as to what these heroes are going to look like after the relaunch. Well, we think DC's left us some clues, particularly in ads that they've been putting in their books for Converse shoes. If you look at each one of those ads, you can see a preview of what each popular character is going to look like in the near future. And it's not something that I think has been talked about a lot, so we'll point it out to you here. Here is the Flash ad. It kind of shows Flash through the ages, and then you see right here, there is what we think is the new Flash look with the armored boots and the more defined jagged edges on his costume. And here is a Superman ad, and right here in the corner, we've got Superman looking very armored up and techy, and of course he doesn't have the red underwear. And here's a look at Batman through the ages, and if you look in this top panel here, you see again a very technical, almost Tron looking Batman. I don't know what's going on with all the power grid lines going through his costume and stuff, but I'm guessing that's the new Batman as well. So pay attention to everything that you see, I guess, in DC's comics coming up for the next little while, except don't pay attention to those stupid Subway mini comics in there. Those are just dumb. Marvel's got a bunch of second printings out today. Here is Moon Knight issue 1, a second print of Fear Itself book 2. For Thor and Journey into Mystery, Marvel has done some movie covers for their second printings. So here's Thor number 1, Journey into Mystery issue 623, and also Journey into Mystery 622. Speaking of Thor, here is the Mighty Thor issue 3, new today. Here's the variant for Thor number 3. Deadpool issue 39. And here's the Deadpool number 39 variant. The Incredible Hulks, issue 631. New Mutants number 26. Wolverine, issue 11. The last issue of the Silver Surfer miniseries. Captain America 619. X-Men Legacy, issue 251. Here's issue 5 of the Carnage miniseries. And then we've got some Fear Itself tie-ins. First is Secret Avengers, issue 14. The variant for Secret Avengers. These are all Captain America's 70th anniversary tributes. Iron Man 2.0, issue 6. Thunderbolts, Fear Itself, issue 159. Today is all about the death of Ultimate Spider-Man. It's all over the news. Marvel, in a stroke of maybe a little bit of genius, didn't let on to most of the news outlets that it was Ultimate Spider-Man who was facing his end. They just simply told them in press releases that it was Spider-Man. So now, as a result, the whole world thinks that Peter Parker is leaving the world of Marvel Comics. It's also kind of a bummer that Marvel did spoil it for everybody in the papers. They posted images of the actual death scene in a lot of the major news outlets across North America. So bad form there, Marvel, but I guess it will get people out to comic shops to buy it. In any event, it is a landmark issue, and one that we're excited about here at the store. So let's take you through each of the issues. First up is Death of Spider-Man Ultimate Avengers vs. New Ultimates. This is the conclusion of that series. This is issue 5, and here is the variant cover for that. And then here is Ultimate Spider-Man issue 160, The Death of Spider-Man. It is polybagged for your collecting pleasure. But this wouldn't be an unboxing episode if we didn't unwrap this issue and show the cover to everybody. So let's go ahead and do that.
Sure. Looks pretty healthy.
There you have it. There is a pretty awesome Mark Bagley cover to Ultimate Spider-Man issue 160. Pretty nice looking cover. That would make a nice poster, actually. Nothing else in the bag. What would be interesting is if Marvel did something like they did with issue 587 of Fantastic Four, which was also polybagged. And what they did with that is for every case of comics that was ordered, they included one signed version of the comic by the series writer, Jonathan Hickman. But in order to find that comic, you would, of course, have had to open up your polybagged issues. I wonder if they've done that now with Ultimate Spider-Man 160. I guess time will tell. Alright, here's the blank cover variant to Death of Spider-Man, issue 160. and you can have your favorite artist make a sketch on this for you. We're going to have local artist Alex Milne in store as we release this on Wednesday to sketch on copies for customers. So maybe if you watch us next week, we might be able to show you some of those. Here is a polybagged 1 in 30 variant copy of Ultimate Spider-Man 160. It'd be nice to kind of see the cover, wouldn't it? So what I'm going to do is just, I guess Rob doesn't want me to unbag that one. That's probably worth a little bit more money. You can Google that image online. Here is the 1 in 100 variant for Ultimate Spider-Man 160, and this features the art of Joe Quesada. We've got a very nice image of Uncle Ben and Peter Parker walking away, and this will be the rarest of the Ultimate Spider-Man 160 covers. This is the 1 in 200 cover, and it's basically the same as the 1 in 100, except it's the sketch cover. So basically we had to order 200 issues to get this one comic. So you can bet that this will be going for a lot of money on the online auction sites and elsewhere. Let's get to the contest from last week. You were asked to come up with a rumor about me as per Clive's direction. You guys really went for the gut, so to speak. But nonetheless, some interesting rumors were devised. Some made me laugh, some made me cry, some just, were plain disgusting. I just wanted to say to the guy out there who said I needed a king-size bedsheet to make a kilt, I take a queen-size bedsheet at the most. Also, there was one guy out there who said I wanted to be Ben 10 and wanted to do something very nasty to Gwen, but I think they had me confused with Rob, because Rob is a real redhead kind of guy, and he also likes Ben 10 as well. I did like the one about Rob being the greased-up deaf guy from Family Guy. That was pretty interesting. There was only one winner to be had, and Clive did personally pick the winner himself. Clive did want to come on here and announce the winner himself, but he was also afraid that there would be a mutiny and people would call for his head. So the winner of the contest is YouTube user Ubakuba, who came up with the rumor that I ate my own beard. My beard was gone last week, but as you can see, it's slowly growing back. Maybe I am slowly regurgitating it so that I can eat it again. So Ubakuba wins this X-Men #1 with a Wolverine sketch by George Todorovsky. Please send us your address information via private message, and we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. Be aware that there is a Canada Post strike on right now, so there will be some delay in you getting your prize. As for this week's contest, we want you to tell us what you think of the death of Ultimate Spider-Man. Is it good? Is it bad for comics? Is Peter Parker going to be back in 6 months? Who do you think is going to take over the role of Spider-Man, if anybody? Do you agree with how Marvel's handled this? Make your comment below the video for this week, and Rob and I will choose the best one. That person will receive this polybagged issue of Ultimate Spider-Man 160, the death issue. And good luck to everyone out there. Hope to see some good comments. We've got a special offer out there right now for our YouTube viewers, and that is a discounted price on all the #1 issues of the DC relaunch that are coming out in September. That's 52 issues in total. All the pricing information is on our website, sidekickcomics.ca. Click on the DC relaunch tab, and you will see all the information there. The price includes shipping. I also want to just let you guys all know that we've got a new show on our channel. It's called Flavorful Reviews, and it's by the team behind the Flavorful Sauce podcast. These guys are funny, they know what they're talking about, they enjoy comics, gaming, and all kinds of other pop culture goodness. So you can watch their Flavorful Reviews videos on our channel where they'll review some comics. And also don't forget to follow their podcast for all the other stuff that they cover. And please leave comments on their reviews. Let's get some discussion going. Alright everybody, that is it for this week. Thanks again for watching. As always, you can connect with us on any of the websites you see listed here on the screen. And we'll see you next week for episode 35. Take care, everyone.